but it is about superheroes.
All right, what's your pitch?
It's just, if they were real, what would it be like to live in the Marvel universe as just a person?
It would fucking suck.
Like,
You always got gods invading your shit. Well, here's the thing. If you live outside of New York in the Marvel Universe, you're good. If you're in New York City, you're fucked. Because everything happens in New York.
Well, see, that's the thing. Because I was talking to Ruby about it, and I was like, you know what? In our area, even if there was superheroes, we'd never see them.
No, we'd
There's
never see them.
There's nothing going on.
No.
Oh, yeah,
We might see super villains. Because they're like, ooh, this is a good place to hide.
That's the
we
only
might
way.
see that.
That's the only way we would ever see superheroes.
Yeah.
Because nothing's going down around here that they need to come help.
And unless they need a fucking Lex Luthor or some shit and
Yeah.
steal a bunch of property or whatever the fuck.
Something stupid.
But it's always happened in New York.
Exactly.
And more, especially North.
Or in just cities in general.
It's always cities.
Yeah. The aliens don't come down in the farm field. They come down at the city.
This is true.
New York.
This is true.
If there was,
DC.
but I guess there was a portal. They had a portal coming. They were coming through, so I guess it wasn't like they just chose one spot on the world to attack.
It felt like it because the Avengers beat them. So the Avengers beat them in one spot.
Yeah,
that's all they went to. They're like,
yeah, it was just a portal though. Well, why didn't they open up more portals? Or attack like Independence Day? Would the Avengers have won Independence Day? Well,
probably, because fucking Iron Man would have fucking destroyed those shits.
But like,
I mean, dude, Will Smith was fucking him up in an F-16. Iron Man's gonna probably fuck him up.
I guess you're right.
And I'm not a big Iron Man fan, but I think he'd fuck him up.
But yeah, so I was like, it wouldn't be great. So I feel like at the same time, being a superhero is way more hard than they make it out to be.
Yeah, people trying to kill you. People trying to kill you every day of your life.
Yeah.
Check this. And not only that, you got to be a nice person.
Yeah.
To everyone you meet, even if they don't hold the fucking door for you.
Yeah.
You still got to be like, I got to protect this son of a bitch.
Exactly.
Unless you're Batman. And then you just be like, get the fuck out of my way. People are like, oh shit. Or Wolverine.
But
those type of
you don't have any days off.
The Punisher.
Because you chose the life to be a hero.
Well,
so whatever's going down.
And then you know what sucks is being an X-Man? You're also a teacher. You got to teach kids and save the fucking world. You're Xavier School for the Gifted.
Yeah.
And you got to teach these kids and then go out and save the world. Oh my God, that would be exhausting.
It would be. There's no time. You don't even get a night off. Mm-mm. Because if shit goes down at night, guess what you got to do?
Yeah, you save the world. Yes. Ain't nobody else going to be there.
No.
You know what I mean?
But how do you know when something's going down? Like,
I'm sure there's, with the X-Men's thing, I think Charles Xavier is the most powerful telepath. So he's just like, he wakes up going, oh shit, I felt a rift.
We gotta go.
We gotta check this out in Cerebro real quick. Oh yeah, go to Uganda, do whatever the fuck down there. Superman hears everything.
Yeah.
Superman. And
he can hear the whole fucking world?
And the Justice League have the tower.
Okay,
so
they have.
They're watching. They take shifts. So the Justice League's taking shifts. You got night shift, day shift, second shift out there going, let's protect the world. Let's watch what's happening. And the satellite. I don't know how the Avengers do it. I guess they just only come together when time is needed. They know when the time is. They're like, the world's kind of falling apart. Maybe we should get together. Avengers assemble.
I mean, maybe I don't know how they do it either. But that's if there was real superheroes today, how would they do it?
Yeah, I don't know. There'd probably be some. Well, I mean, you got satellites in the sky, so they would have some link. They would have some shit.
But what if they're vigilante superheroes like Batman? Like how's he?
But they talk to each other.
But would you really meet another superhero? Because there's actors out there that haven't met.
I think you would. I think if you are a superhero, here's the thing. If you're in one city and you're a superhero, and here's the thing, you get caught like once on camera. Only once. Already, I guarantee the news has done 5 stories on you. Now they catch you with a camera, you're there. So New York may be reporting on Batman and Gotham, but if someone picks up Green Arrow in fucking Seattle, they're going to be like, and Batman in Gotham is going to be watching the news one night. And they're like, there's a vigilante in not only in Gotham, but in Seattle as well. He's like, son of a bitch.
I got to meet this guy.
Son of a bitch. I was supposed to be the only one. And he goes out and meets Green Arrow, and they have an adventure together and that type of shit.
But I think it would just be a hard life and a shitty. I think you'd be like the Frank Miller Daredevil.
I think you're just mixing points that are good already to an already. You're like, I think it'd be tough to be a superhero. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, seen what they do.
The comics make it look so easy.
It doesn't though.
I know it doesn't.
The comics make it look hard. Even in the comics, the only thing is you get like 20 issues to fulfill it instead of an hour and a half on the screen.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
But I don't know. I just feel like it's glamorized too much. It feels glamorized.
This is the most weirdest conversation. You're like, I think superheroes are glamorized. Yeah, they are because they save people. Like I don't think it's as great as they make it out to be.
Exactly, I don't.
But when do they ever really make it out like it's a great life?
I don't know.
When they're partying. Okay, I'll give you that. When everyone's trying to pick up the hammer, that one scene, that looked kind of fun. That looks fun. But whenever do they make it look like, oh, this is the shit?
I don't know. It just comes across like...
Because I don't know. Every superhero movie, it always looks like being a superhero would suck always because they're always like, I gotta stop them. I gotta do this. I want to sit back and chill and watch TV. These motherfuckers all be like, oh, we gotta do this now.
I guess. I just think probably maybe the public perception of superheroes makes me think that they have a good life, but they really don't. Because everybody loves superheroes. They're so great.
Well, yeah, they are so great. They are awesome. Yeah. But being one would suck.
It would suck. I agree. I think
I would like to have the powers. That's why I would like to be a mutant. That's why I like the mutants so much.
Yeah.
Like the X-Men and shit. Because they don't have to save the world if they don't want to. The X-Men just be like, let the Avengers to handle that shit. We got time for that.
I guess that would be the good thing about having.
Like if you're a mutant, you just have a power. Like that'd be sweet. Like like you're just a dude who's got to get to the office, but your power is flight. You don't need a car. You're saving money. You're saving money on cars, gas. I don't know how much groceries are at that point, but you're fucking doing all right. Because you're flying to work every day. You get to work like look, made it just in time.
But would you think people would expect things of you if you could fly?
No. Jerry in accounting who can fly, he's still a fucking retard. He can just fly. How he doesn't crash into a plane is beyond us, but he can fly.
But maybe that would cause somebody to try to murder you then.
But why?
Because you're a piece of shit and you can fly and they're jealous.
I don't know. Yeah, that's stretching it, I feel like Jerry's just trying to get to work. He just lands like... But people are like, oh, you almost made it, Jerry.
What if you knew the guy that could fly?
I'd be like, hey, man, can I hitch a ride?
Yeah, I know you would be.
I'm not going to be jealous. Why would I be jealous about
because
somebody
you can fly and you can't.
I mean, that would be awesome.
You're right.
And yeah, okay, I'd be a little jealous, but I wouldn't be like, I got to kill this fucker.
But people out there probably would be.
But then again, people would kill for any type of reason.
Exactly. Dumb shit reason.
But here's the thing. If Jerry, you knew how to fly, but then fucking Barry over here can run really fast, and you knew that fucking Clarissa can fucking teleport places. Now you know like 5 fucking mutants. You're like, God, these guys are such assholes at work. And they just teleport everywhere and fly everywhere.
Yeah.
They're just throwing it in my face. Because I'm just a normal human being in a fucking car.
Yep. That's where it come from. That's why
I think it should be like racism.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I guess X-Men got it right because it's essentially what they were talking about.
I guess. So you just automatically think no matter what, people are going to be jealous of the other person because of something.
Yeah, probably. Because that's how humans are.
Sometimes. Not all the time.
That's what pop culture has taught me. All the time.
I just think that I don't think everyone would be as jealous as you think they would be. I think that's kind of stupid. And I mean, I should say stupid. Stupid is the wrong word I'm looking for, honestly. Or I just think that's kind of crazy that you automatically assume that no matter what, we're just going to do the wrong thing.
I haven't seen anything to persuade me otherwise. So.
I mean, civilizations.
Okay. I'm not saying...
Are they perfect? No.
Tom, I'm not saying everybody would be jealous. I'm saying there would be people out there that would be.
I'm sure there would be.
Exactly.
But I wouldn't.
I'm not saying everybody.
But I think it'd be the same type of person who's jealous as like look, Karen, she got a PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
I'm going to go murder her now.
You don't know.
No, I know, but I know not every jealous person's got the tendency to kill.
I know that. At least one of them.
I think Jerry flying to work every day. I don't think that's going to get him killed. I think what's going to get him killed is he's flying and zips in front of your car, and you're like, "You son of a bitch again!" Like, I knew it was you, Jerry. You're the only one in town who can fly. Clarissa can teleport.
Yeah. So they're either gonna love you or hate you, I guess, just like fucking.
It's like humans.
Yeah.
It's like humans.
But anyways, yeah, that was my superhero thought, and there was another part too, but I can't even remember.
I just think it just cracks me up. You're like, yeah, I think they have it rough.
I think they do.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing: every superhero always starts off with tragedy.
I mean, that's true
Uncle
too.
Ben got waxed.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Bruce Wayne's parents got waxed. Captain America lost everybody because he fucking fell in time. So yeah, it's all tragedy. Tony Stark's an asshole, so he just knows
almost
how to
died of
shit.
a gunshot or some shit.
Yeah,
like shrapnel in his chest. Yeah.
But he was an asshole. Anyways.
I think what has happened to me is our perception of thinking superheroes are awesome, making their life seem greater.
See what
than
it is.
Are.
I think what it is also is I think that you kind of forget that there was a time before all these superhero movies were out. Like, you remember the first. I mean, I know me and you and Clint went and watched the first X-Men together.
Yeah,
and we were like, "Holy shit, the X-Men are on a movie."
Yeah. Because
prior to that, we didn't have shit.
Mm-hmm.
We had Superman and Batman.
Yeah.
And that was it. And Incredible Hulk with the TV series.
Yeah. Right. But that was kind of before us.
Yeah, but I watched it on TV.
Reruns.
We watched reruns. I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Same with the 60s Batman. Do the same thing. Like,
I never saw that. But
I did. I mean, that's what got me into Batman was that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but then when Keaton did the 89 Batman, but that was it. That's all we had for superheroes. And then we'd have like shitty superhero movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like fucking
Daredevil.
Well, yeah, that movie sucks.
But that wasn't in the 90s though. That wasn't our. That wasn't.
That was early 2000s.
Well, I guess that was a pretty early on.
Because X-Men was in early 2000s.
I think it was 99. I think the first one popped up 98, 99.
Yeah, you might be right. Because Spiderman was like 2000.
But anyways, to your point,
shit like that.
I'm too used to them being on TV.
But now I think you're so used to like there being mainstream because they weren't mainstream when we were kids.
No, they weren't.
The cartoons was started to make them mainstream.
Yeah.
But
originally,
we weren't like we watch the cartoons and we're like, okay, that's all we get. We get this in the comics.
Yeah,
and that's it. We don't get no fucking other shit. Like same with Star Wars. Like we had Star Wars. The only thing Star Wars we had was those 3 fucking movies.
yeah.
And books and shit. But I really read the books later in life than I did that time.
Yeah.
But it's just those 3 movies. This was the 3 movies we went off of. So when they remade a new Star Wars, like, holy shit! But now, like when they did the first Avengers, everyone was like, holy shit! It's all these guys from different movies, and they're together. It's just the craziest, and it's been going on for so long.
I'm just jaded.
I think now you're so used to it.
Yeah.
You're like, that's why maybe we did like as kids romanticize about superheroes, thinking their lives are so much greater, even knowing that it sucked ass. Like they gotta save lives when we were reading it.
Yeah.
Maybe, but as you grow older, you start thinking, you know what? That was
I would have got my ass beat so much.
And I have to come back and still do it again?
Yeah, fuck that.
So
yeah, maybe you do have a point, but I was just thinking earlier this week, I was like, man, what would it be like to be one or live in the world as where one is?
I think to live in the world as superheroes would suck because again, they're always fighting.
Yes, there's always shit
like
popping
buildings
off.
Getting fucked up everywhere, cars getting blown up. You don't know where the fuck they're at half the time. So you'd be walking, going, "Oh, it's gonna be a great day." All of a sudden, I think it'd be like The Boys, like the TV show The Boys. I think
that's one thing I would like to see, but I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's so good. And it shows like the beginning of the first fucking season of the first episode, a dude and his girlfriend like standing there chilling, and all of a sudden she's gone, and blood's everywhere, and he's holding her hands. It's because a dude who's so super fast, like lost track of where he was going and ran through her.
Oh shit!
You know what I mean? So it's like shit like that. So it's like that would fucking suck because what if Superman's fighting I don't know some other fucking creature from a different planet and they hit a building and the building comes collapsing. Superman's too busy fighting this guy. He ain't saving you.
Yeah,
you're fucked.
And that whole building's fucking
falling on you.
I would. Everybody in it, you.
Yeah. So you're in New York and fucking Thanos or whoever the fuck is coming down and take over and destroy shit. You're like, oh, that sucks. And then fucking superheroes are battling and they're just fucking beating the shit out of each other. And it's like, I would hate that.
It'd be pretty scary.
I wouldn't live there. I'd be like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I wouldn't live in the city for sure. It'd be a blessing to live in the country, but still shit pops off now and then.
Oh, now and then.
But we would never see one. I don't think.
No, I don't think so either.
Unless they were going around touring, making their money with their autographs or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Because how else would they make money? When your whole job's dedicated to everything, you ain't got a job.
Well, the Avengers were government funded, so they're getting paid by the government.
What about Clark Kent had a job though? I guess
he did.
And so it's Peter Parker.
Peter Parker had a job.
Take a picture of himself.
Bruce Wayne's got fucking... I know. Yeah, Spider-Man, he just takes pictures of himself. He's like, okay, I know I'm going to be here, so let me get a camera set up. And then I just get double paid. He's just like, hey, check this pictures out. I saw him. I saw Spider-Man.
I took this picture from up on that building.
Parker, what is that underneath your shirt? He's like a blue shirt. He's like, nothing. Parker, I love these pictures.
Oh, shit. That's the wildest job, though. Spider-Man taking pictures of himself, making himself famous.
Yeah. Bruce Wayne's got his own company that he's
hardly
there.
I don't know. Yeah, he's hardly there.
He just appoints people like, hey, man, take care of this and don't blow this.
I feel like a real superhero couldn't have a day job.
I don't think so either. I don't know how Batman is broke because I think he would just hand it over to someone wrong and they either A, steal from him or B, just be like, look, Bruce is really tired in the mornings and he'll sign whatever. And he just signs like the deeds away to Bruce, to Wayne Enterprises. He's like, man, I got time for this. He's like, Mr. Wayne, like, it's so bright.
I think he's hungover all the time.
Like, I'll just sign whatever. He's putting his bat suit on at night. Alfred's like, so we have to leave now. He's like, why? The Wayne Manor is being bought. What are you talking about is being bought? You signed the deed over. When? This morning. I was fucking tired, Alfred. I was up all night battling crime. I gotta show up at 9 o'clock in the morning, even though I'm fucking been up since fucking whatever, Alfred.
I think he would have to sleep after work. If he had a job like that, he'd have to stay up all the way until like 5 and then go to sleep for 5 hours and then wake up.
He fights crime at night.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So what happens during daylight savings time? Because Batman got to wait an extra hour. He's like, whoa, I got another hour to sleep before I got to go out because it's still light. Yeah. It's like 9:30 at night. He's like, where the fuck is the dark at?
Yeah.
Yeah, I always wondered that too. Like, when does Batman sleep?
Yeah.
Because he's got to be up posing as Bruce Wayne. So his CEO's got to show his face for a few hours.
Exactly. He's got to do something.
For a few hours of the day.
He's got to be sleeping every other time. With the heat.
He's just like,
on the rooftop.
I got to solve this crime.
Yeah.
This crime. I can't sleep.
I wish I could just go back to real work.
Yeah. Like I remember a time when I was a kid just beating up people in the streets. I was 21 now. I run a whole enterprise. Wayne Enterprises. There's so many. He's like, I got a cereal line. I don't fucking care about. I think I might sell it to Host. Yeah, he's like, at night. He's like, look at the time. He's like, Mr. Wayne, it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I know, and I gotta be somewhere at 8. I'm dying here. And you go to bed. Batman's just exhausted.
Yeah,
I was like, you would think so.
Unless he's on some kind of drugs.
Unless he's got like cocaine. He just goes to
work.
work every day. He just goes to work and goes, Lucius, is everything fine? Lucius Fox is like, yeah, I think we're okay. I got this guy working for us and this guy. He's like, okay, I need to go home and take a nap. I'll be back. I don't know, probably tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
I'm a little tired as fuck, but whatever. Master Wayne. What, Alfred? You forgot you have an interview scheduled with ABC News. It's like, fuck. Why? What time is that? It's at 5. That's my prime napping hours.
Oh shit, that would be frustrating.
That would be very frustrating.
I think he's got the worst job.
Oh, Batman? The worst.
Because when it comes to his Peter Parker, he can cover because he's just taking pictures of himself.
And I don't think Peter Parker does it 24/7.
Yeah.
I think
you don't
I don't think so. I think he's like
when he wants to, he'll be like, I'll be Spider-Man today type deal.
I think what it, like maybe his life takes over a little bit.
Oh.
And then he's just like, oh yeah, I don't really have to like, and if he sees a crime going off, he's got his spider suit on him. So he's like, okay, he's like, oh shit, I could do this real quick. Hold on. And then comes back and he's like, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then fucking comes back. He's like, okay. And then he goes to bed at night at a decent hour. I don't think he sits by the fucking
police scanner
going, I gotta figure out when I gotta go out. He might have it on. He's watching TV and he hears like downtown, like something major.
Yeah.
Like I think Spider-Man thinks that the cops can take care of most shit. He doesn't need to be out there doing everything he thinks. In my opinion, I think
that's a good point.
Like when he sees like he's watching TV, all of a sudden news. The Green Goblin is blowing up Central Park. He's like, fucking go out now. He's like, I thought this was going to be a good night. He takes off. But before then, he's like, mugging in downtown, whatever. Cops got it.
I mean, I would have got it if I was there.
If I was there, but I'm not there. I'm watching TV. You know, so I think he does that. And then he's going to school and shit.
Yeah.
Like, he's probably thinking about his finals. Like, God damn it. What was the answer that Dr. Connors wanted me to say? We got a hostage situation in 5th and 9th. Like, you know what? I can clear my head real quick. He goes and he comes back and he's like, oh! Has an epiphany as he's beating up a bad guy. He writes the rest of his paper. He's like, oh, this is going to be great tomorrow morning. I'm going to go to bed now. And he goes to bed while Batman's going, God damn it! I got to be up! Because the only time I strike vengeance in people is at night. He's like, I'm not your friendly neighborhood Batman. You gotta fucking put fear in people. When do they fear? At night, the shadows. So he's gotta fucking does that. So that sucks too.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like imagine Batman all in the black suit. It's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. He's like, stop doing that. You're like, what is this guy, a cosplayer?
Yeah.
He's like, I'd be in the shadows right now if it was nighttime.
But it would be awkward. It would be awkward. So
like, I think Spider-Man might have it best.
I was thinking he already had it best because he would just his job would be to be Spider-Man, right? Because he took his picture. So,
but the problem is if Spider-Man lived nowadays, it would suck because photography's. What is he gonna? Who's he gonna sell it to? I guess websites.
I don't
know.
I mean, there's still newspapers though.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, I do know.
The Times and shit. They're still around. Yeah.
Daily Bugle probably make it.
Yeah, because I assume that they're kind of like the New York Times.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the Daily Bugle is just the New York Times of
reporting false news. So Spider-Man's always a bad guy. False news here. Fake news. Spider-Man. Got to fight with another Spider-Man. That's Venom, sir. Nope, it's a bad Spider-Man. We gotta make him bad.
Both of them are bad.
They're both bad.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, Spider-Man might have the best, easiest life.
But then the other ones, I guess, like you said, the X-Men would be at school all day.
But Wolverine, he comes and goes wherever he wants. Yeah. He's always like, you know what, bub, I got time for this. Takes off his motorcycle.
But do the Avengers get paid?
Yeah, because they're government funded.
They're government.
Now, the X-Men probably get paid too because it's School of the Gifted. Yeah. So they're probably getting funds from the education department. So they're weaseling that money in. They're bringing new students in, training them how to fucking fight. Yeah. At the same time, you're like, we got phys ed. What's phys ed? You go to the danger room. Use your powers. Because everyone there is a mutant.
Yeah. Good luck.
Good luck.
Okay, so that was another.
So the X-Men, and like Wolverine just comes and goes. He's like,
he just has a room at the house.
He's got a room there. Well, if he wants it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then fucking he shows up. Here's the thing with Wolverine though. He shows up, and all the kids are like, oh, it's the badass. He doesn't give a fuck. Watch this. Watch what he says to Professor Cyclops. It's gonna be crazy because Cyclops is like a dick to him all the time. Yeah. And Wolverine's like, fuck off, bub. They're like, oh shit, look at that.
Yeah.
And then he just comes in. He's like, Charles, like Wolverine. Yeah, I need some money. He's like, hey, Wolverine, I already know. Here's $200. He's like, yeah, thanks. I'll pay it back when I can, Chuck. I know you're good for it. Besides, Wolverine, we need you for a mission. Fuck. All right, what is it, bub? Can I borrow another 200 when it's done?
Okay. Because that was another question, like, how would the superheroes sustain themselves? So those are good examples.
Those are good examples. But other ones, I have no idea. Well, Black Panther, has he sustain himself? He's a king of a fucking nation. Yeah. So he's getting paid anyways. Yeah. He's like, I'm your leader. Taxes.
So maybe they thought about that and incorporated.
Some of them, because Dr. Banner, he just roams around and does odd jobs for a living. And then he just gets mad. He just beats the shit out of people. Yeah, so most of them, I think, and Matt Murdock, Daredevil, is a fucking lawyer, so he's getting money.
So do you think they sit down and be like, what would be a good profession for the superhero?
I think so.
That goes with the superhero.
Yeah, I think so, because I would think so. Or they just make it up as they go along.
I guess that was they probably do, though.
Make it up as they go along.
No. I think they might think that much into it. Because it would make sense.
Well, if you're making a new character.
Yeah, exactly.
You ever thought about making a new character? You always think, like, what's their backstory? What do they do when they're not fighting crime? What makes them interesting?
What would be a good job for his career as a superhero?
Yeah. I mean, besides beating the shit out of people.
Yeah. But what does he do during the day? Or the times that he gets paid for it?
Yeah. Because Daredevil's another one. He probably doesn't sleep at all either.
I know. It'd just be as bad as Bruce Wayne. Maybe worse.
The only thing is, he gets to rest his eyes because he's blind. So maybe he's not as tired as everyone else. But no, he's like sleeping the whole time anyways.
You don't know if he's asleep or awake.
Because he's blind. I don't know what he's doing behind those glasses. None of his eyes are shut or open. And he's got sonar like a bat. That's how he can see everything.
So it must be pretty sensitive. So he could probably nap without people knowing.
Without him knowing. He's like, huh? Matt, who are you looking at? Oh, yeah. And then people don't expect you to look at them anyways. So you're sitting over here like, they're like, Matt, you okay? You're like, yeah, I'm good. You're sleeping the whole time. Like, oh, don't worry about Matt. He's blind.
He mumbles a lot.
Acts like he's drunk, but he doesn't walk in the walls. It's crazy. Blind guy, right?
Oh, shoot. So, I think they were just smarter than me, I guess. But I was like, man, how do they make the real life? I don't think
smarter. You just didn't think.
But if we were superheroes.
But honestly, at the same time, like, oh, yeah, I'd be fucked. If I was a fucking superhero, oh, yeah. Because, one, I get drunk before I got to go out and fight crime. So I'm like, by the time I'm ready to put my suit on, I'm like, do I really want to put this on? I don't think I do. I'm going to just lay here and watch TV.
But then you'd never be a superhero.
Exactly. I would have the suit and the powers, but not the will. I would have the will and the ambition. I'll be ambitiousless man.
That's your superpower?
That's my superpower, not to do shit. I have no ambition to do any of that.
That would be, I guess, I don't know. I don't know how that would be.
I don't think it's real, but whatever.
Of course
they're just as real as superheroes. Even though I did watch a movie called Real Life Superheroes where people actually dressed up and did, like, there's a guy in Seattle who kind of started it. And he would go around at nighttime stopping crime. he got in trouble a few times for fighting people.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But I guess Seattle was like a mutual combat city. Oh. Now, this is old history, so I don't know how much of this would... I don't know if he's still around or if he's alive anymore. I have no fucking clue. But I watched a whole documentary about... And it's around the whole country. Like some people, this one guy in New York City, it was in Central Park, and these guys were drug dealing, right? And he had his superhero suit on, and he would go up to him and be like, you're not doing this. So like, bro, get out of here. Bruh, get out of here. And they're threatening to kill him right there. He's like, look over there. I got a camera right there. Go ahead, kill me. I don't give a fuck. And I'm like, this guy's a fucking retard. But he's in daylight in front of drug dealers. Gonna get killed.
Yeah.
But he survived because they were like, fuck, he's got a camera. You know what I mean? And this is old documentary. So yeah. And then one guy, he just went around basically like being a fucking clown in a suit. But he would tell the camera, like, right now, here's a place and there's a bar. He's like, I got to stop in here and get my special powers. And then he'd go in and he'd drink a beer or two and then he'd go out and like run around and be like an idiot. Dude, it's funny as fuck. Yeah, it's called, what is it? I think it's called Superheroes. Or it's called something, but it's a documentary about real life superheroes.
Okay, all right. I didn't know they were out there yet. I was telling Ruby that she might see the day that you would actually see a vigilante like that.
Yeah, they're out there.
Hey, what up, y'all? This is Drunk in the Sun with Joe and Tom. Guess what?
We're gonna get drunk and talk about everything under the sun.
Show about anything under the sun.
We didn't do that. All right, let's do it.
This episode is fire. Check us out every week on YouTube,
Instagram,
Facebook,
and Spotify.
Oh shit! Coming at you every week.
First of all, this is for entertainment. We're not educational.
Yeah.
We're not.
If you're coming to get your education from us, you are clearly misguided.
Exactly.
But check us out. We're the show about anything and everything under the sun. Check us out. Cops show up. Like, what are you doing in there? He's like, I swear to God.
Swear to me.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think that's legit.
I don't think it's legit either. Hey, what up, y'all, man? This is Drunk in the Sun with John. I said John? With John? No, it's Tom. Tom and Joe. God damn, how drunk am I?
Yeah, guys. What's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just drinking. Screaming, I deserve this. What did he deserve? Fuck.
Like and subscribe so you get the notifications when we do drop something. Probably pretty fucking lame. But anyways, check it out. Drunk in the Sun, podcast about anything and everything under the sun.